Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks. This is a demo for a upcoming game that is being published by Microprose and made by Fun Guy Games. This is a game that puts you in the shoes of a industrial tycoon in the age of tanks, starting in World War I, and the final version of the game is supposed to go all the way to modern era. We'll see. I don't know exactly how far the demo goes. I don't think it goes very far. I'm not sure how much longer I have, but we're in the midst of a game that we've already started. We've designed two tanks so far. We've designed the Butcher 1 and the Butcher 1A. The Butcher 1A is basically the Butcher 1 with a few weight-saving decisions. We didn't include steel shot for armor piercing and a couple of other small tweaks. The Butcher 1A also is a slightly better tank, I guess, in terms of its firepower soft. I think that's because we upgraded the HE ammo. But overall, this tank, the Butcher 1A is an incremental improvement over the Butcher 1, which both look like they're based on the British Mark I tank chassis. Now we are in the midst of getting ready to begin production of those tanks, or of one of those tanks. We have won the sort of prototype for a heavy infantry support tank with the Butcher 1A, and there also is looming out here a heavy assault tank. I don't know if there's going to be a contract option for us to select this. I was assuming there would be, because I have an idea of a new tank for the heavy assault tank if we have time, but I'm not sure if you have to like pick one or the other. It's not super clear. I would think you could do both. I don't see why you couldn't do both, but we'll see. We haven't won the overall contract for the heavy support tank yet. That's because it hasn't been issued. So Company A is in the process of being formed. And I'm assuming that, you know, once they get through the initial stages of setting up their tank corps, they're going to issue a contract for a certain number of tanks to someone like me, so that we can go ahead and develop that. If we take a look here, the World War I hasn't quite started, at least according to the historical timeline, but we are producing one of our tanks here, kind of as a prototype, one of the Butcher 1As. It'll be done in about 2 days. I also do think it makes sense, if we go to the research section here, if we have time, which I don't know that we do, but if we have time, I think the heavy infantry support tank should be the Mark V hull, which is a heavier hull, and it's a much more upgraded tank. It's basically the Mark I hull, but it has tracks around the outside of its hull, unlike the Mark I. It also features Commander's conning tower amidships. Another new feature allows the sponsons to be retracted within the hull to make transporting the tank easier. Overall, I'm assuming it's just like it's 13,000 and a half pounds. The 1A is 12.6, so it's a heavier tank. And so I'm assuming, do we have compatibility with the running gear? Looks like we do. So I'm assuming we can use most of what we have here from the Mark I and just have a slightly more modernized tank if we have the time. I don't know if we do or not. So that'll, I think, be our next research item, but to do that we have to also research reinforced hull frame, which we haven't done yet. That'll unlock chicken wire, which someone told me today in one of my videos that this was actually something that would catch grenades that were thrown to go on top of the tank and either cause them to roll off the side or maybe cause them to detonate above the tank rather than on it. It includes a semaphore, sponson hinges, and bulletproof rivets. We have to research that so we can unlock extended hulls. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I've got 30 engineers doing nothing. I can just do all 30 for this. It'll be ready in 4 days. We're waiting on the contract order for the other tanks, really. All right, the Butcher 1A has been successfully completed. One's produced, and it's in our warehouse awaiting. So here's the question. Do we just like keep producing these slowly until we've got an actual order? Because that's going to burn through cash real fast. Or do we bank on the fact that we'll have enough time after the initial order comes in to build a bunch of these? Sabotage by competitors. Goddamn capitalism. I don't know if actually physically blowing up your competitors' items falls under the capitalism mantra or not. We could use some more high carbon steel. We already bought all of the Ottoman steel. I don't know if any more of that ever comes online. It may just be a fixed limit because it's a demo. It does take 20 days for the US steel to arrive. It's going to cost $50,000 though to get all of it. It's 18,000 though. It's probably more than we need. What if we just do an order of, say, 5,000 for it, or 5,200? I can actually just use the Just to double our total, it'll only be 14,000. It'll take 20 days. And if we need something faster, we can get the Swedish stuff. And then I think we might also need a little bit more medium carbon steel. It seems like we're using that up a little bit more quickly. So let's buy it from China here. Let's buy 5,200 of it. It's a low quality steel, safety 71%, so a fair amount of it will probably be destroyed in transit, but it's only 1.4 per steel. It does take 25 days too, so I'd rather get that started. And all right, I think that's everything. Okay, so I guess in that case, like, I'm not going to hire a bunch of more factory workers yet, but I am going to go ahead and queue up a few more of these guys. It's going to take how many days to produce 9 of these things? 48 days. Well, let's not do that. 1 tank is 6 days. 2 tanks is 11. I'm just going to keep producing 1 at a time. This is like low rate production before I start my hiring of new employees. Okay. Hire you, Charcoal? You want to work in a tank factory? Really? Reinforced hull frame is complete. So we're now going to go ahead and we are going to research the extended hull. We're going to do 16, so we get that in 14 days. Do we need to do anything with the... I mean, I have to research hull modifications to fix this stuff. But if I'm going to use the new hull, we'll just do everybody on this. All right. Heavy assault tank contract available. All right, new experimental. So this is it, right? So if we go here, we take a look at concepts. So the heavy assault tank is what is available under contract. But the concept of the heavy infantry support is what we won the... That's confusing. So they want the heavier tank? The Butcher 1A does have a pretty damn good chance of winning the deal as is. Double thumbs down on firepower hard. They want much better firepower hard. But I don't have the tech to really improve that. Competitor offers. The Mark Ajax of MCW. Okay. If we go with the is there a price here? I mean, I know what I pay to build it. So this is just bidding on it, right? Let's see, we have 20 days to respond. It's going to take me more than 20. It's going to take 7 days to research the new hull. Then I've got to do all the design work. Or engineering work. Then I've got to do the design work. It'll definitely take more than 20 days to fit a new tank. So we're just going to send what we have. We'll send the 1A. Given it's smaller, I would assume it's probably a more cost-effective option, although I did put all the bells and whistles on it. Okay. New company A supply contract is available. So contract offer on review for a heavy assault tank. Meanwhile, company A is also ready for 22 tanks. We have 33 days to deliver. Well, what we need to do then, I'm assuming, by the way, let's go back here. I'm assuming I've got a good chance of winning, right? Because this is where price comes in. So they want a price of 10,000. It cost me 10,600 to build. So I would go with 12,000 per unit for 22 tanks. A 60%, 61% chance of a success. What if I do 10,000? 65. So it does decrease my chances. So if we do 12,000 per tank, what if we do 13,000? My percentage chances start dropping off. We could give ourselves more time. Also, we probably need more time to do all of this. So before I submit, let's go to the administration. We're going to need to hire a bunch more staff. So we're going to hire 50 more people to our factory floor. We'll wait the 1 day for the production to go through on the Butcher 1A. So we have 2 tanks completed. We would need 20 more for Company 1A. We can produce 8 in 20 days. So the most we can produce in the allotted time, even ignoring shipping, is 10 tanks. Interesting, there's upgrade kits? That's cool. That could be like a midlife modernization of a tank. So it's going to take me 19 days to produce 10 tanks. We'll order those. High carbon steel won't even be enough to build more tanks anyway for another 14 days. Now, is that, do we get more time? Is it 20 days from agreement, or what is this? Agreed deadline. Delivery deadline is 32 days. So we could potentially make, let's see, 19, like 15 or so. What if I wait a day or two? Does it change the deadline? Medium cavalry tank concept. Okay. All right, so we waited 2 days. Does this change the deadline date? It does. It dropped it by 2. Okay. Well, I can't do 22, so let's be more realistic. We could potentially do 10. Why does it not want me to do? It won't even let me do less than 17. They won't take the contract for less than 17. I mean, I need money to make I need money to make money on this. Also, shipping costs money too. I don't know how much, but Can I give myself an extra 10 days? That'll give me 40 days. That's the furthest out we can push it. We'll go 12-5. I still have a 51% chance of winning the contract. It's not great. So this gives me 10 extra days. It gives us 40 from now. So that would put us where? I'm building 8. So we'll have 10. I probably can't build more than 18, but I don't even know if I can build that many. All right, we'll only commit to 17 because I'm not sure how many I can realistically do. We'll see if they even take the offer. Contracts in review. All right. We'll see what they have to say about our contract. It would suck to go through a demo. Nope, they took our contract. Oh wait, no, this is the heavy assault tank. Your prototype has won the competition for a heavy assault contract. Your company is increased by 15 with its reputation. Moreover, you've gained invaluable insight in the upcoming contracts for the tank concept. It's expected the War Office will place 2 contracts for 26. So, that's different. Research and extended hull. Offer accepted. Congratulations, it's a huge step forward for our company. 17 tanks delivered by the 24th of July. Okay. So we've got a little bit over a month. Oh, yeah. 15 more days here. I mean, let's ship what we can now, right? So we've got 2 tanks already completed. Or do I have 3? 3 in stock. Capacity of the railroad is 8. Days from now. All right, I'm gonna have to save the second batch of tanks for the railroad if we even have time there. The first batch will go by truck, so we'll just work on getting these completed. Can I add tanks while they're already producing? Tanks in contract 17, tanks in stock 3. What if so there's 15 days left on this. What if I do a new... Well, I don't have the resources. Fuck. For a single tank. I also don't have the employees. Can I hire anybody? Do we have more employees available to hire now that we've... I can hire 5 more. You sold my tank design to the Germans? That's bad news, Charcoal. That seems like treason, though, right? All right. Let's go to engineering now that we have the new hull. The hell's that? Unditching beam? Like if you get stuck? A semaphore! Yes, we want some signal flags. +2 on the soft. +1 on the soft. -1 on for safety. Yeah. Skian's ball mount seems better. Bulletproof rivets. Oh, that's gonna cost money? What do you mean this new design's gonna cost me money? It's only 4 grand, right? All right, you guys work on that. And research. Anything else we want to research? We did extended hull. Face hardened steel plates. Rolled homogeneous steel plates. Those both take a long fucking time. Let's just go with anti-personnel munitions. 13 days there. All right, so our engineers are working. 38 days for what? Oh, for our contract. Okay. So I'm 10 days away from getting more resources. I guess we have to wait the 10 days anyway. So we'll let these guys do their thing. Okay, don't show me this. Alright. Engineers completed their work on the Mark V hull. Did we unlock anything else yet? I don't think we really did. So my engineers are going to stay idle, I guess, for the moment. I don't know if I have enough resources coming in. I think we also should consider... So we're bringing in... stuff from China. Let's do Great Britain. Let's... Oh, actually, medium carbon. 8 days from Sweden. Let's bring everything in we can afford. And then high carbon. All right. Company B, a new regiment has been raised. It's currently undergoing formation and training. Okay. I guess actually, let's see what the other potential contracts are out there. So contracts, we already have one Company A that we're working on. Concepts, the heavy assault tank and heavy support tank, both based on the Butcher 1A. The medium cavalry tank, that's got to be a light one. We could design that based off our French design. The lighter French hull. Let's do that with our... Probably need a lighter gun for that though, right? Can I put a 6-pounder on the French hull? If we go with the medium whippet. No power plant for this. Running gear also not available. Yeah, okay. So we need to research some other stuff before I can try and be part of that contract. Right, 8 days left on this first batch. All right, so it looks like the vast majority of it arrived. 98% safety. All right, so can I, in theory, do I have enough stuff to build any additional tanks? Still need that medium carbon steel. All right. So meanwhile, we have no smaller engines, really? Guess we need a side valve. It's a 4-cylinder. Work on that. Okay. So... All right, so we got 6,700 of it to arrive. So in theory, we could build up to 4 more of these things. Why only 4? What's the limiting factor here? Fuck, I don't have iron. This is my My intelligence is not not coming through here. Iron is at least local, but it'll still take 7 days. You gotta be kidding. It's right up the street, guys. What's coming in one day? Medium carbon? Well, we'll let this batch of tanks come in. Oh, I had another order of medium carbon. All right, so we have 8 tanks available. German High Command has started to realize the potential of tanks, but its own efforts in creating such weapons would take significant investment. Do I want to take money from the Germans for our designs? Do we sell to the enemy? Do we sell to the enemy of Britain? It's a nice chunk of change, which we'll probably need to pay the fines on all the tanks we're not going to deliver. I like how right here it says arrest warrant. Like, it's pretty damn clear. You're fucked. No Flying Scotsman? Hell no. I mean, we don't have that much money, guys. Okay, if no one feels strongly about it. All right. Okay, so the first batch of tanks is ready. 10 of them. Let's go ahead and ship them. So we currently have 10 tanks in stock. We can deliver 10 of them. We have 23 days. Oh, God. So really we have 16 days to build more tanks because the railroad takes 7. But I can at least ship these via truck. How much is truck cheaper? It is. All right. So we'll ship these 10 tanks via truck. 95% safety. So less likely to be damaged on truck than rail. I call bullshit. I think rail is safer, but that's just me. All right. So we'll fulfill at least half the contract. All right, so I've got 16 days to get more tanks built. We go to assembly line 1 and go to production queue. We go to butcher 1A. I can build 4 of them right now. In how many days? 10 days? I've got 16. So I guess let's just build it in maybe 15 days. We'll leave the rest of the employees for a second batch that we'll try to make of 3. I don't think it'll get out in time. In theory, would these be faster to build? No, not really. But 58 of our 90 employees. I don't know if we can do multiple production lines or if it's really just truly a queue. Oh, it's a queue. You can only have 1 at a time. All right, so I can do it in 10 days if I do 90. So maybe it would be better. We have 16. What arrives in 3 days? High carbon steel. 6 days is the iron. That's the limiting factor at the moment. What if I have... Is there anything that speeds up sub-assembly line? What does this do? This attribute corresponds to efficient organization. Grants a bonus for workers' efficiency. It'll take 14 days, though. If I had upgraded it before... can any of these guys help? Assembly expert. Okay, so you're good on assembly lines, right? How good? Saves 2 days. Okay. I'm trying to make 3 of them. How many days? 6? I don't know how long I have. I do 3 now. That's 6. That's when this arrives. I do 8. We're tied up for 2 more days. All right, we'll do 3. So these both should finish on the same day. Okay, so we got more high carbon steel. Side valve engines completed. What else do we need to research for that other tank? Probably a smaller gun, right? Probably go with the light naval gun. I don't even know if they can do a 3-pounder. I think it might be all machine guns. Yeah, figured. What ifs? Medium whippet. Oh, I should research upgrades to the medium whippet hull. Escape hatch, Skeens mount. It's all soft, right? Yeah. Make this thing the biggest, baddest boy on the block, which may not fit with it being a cavalry tank, but whatever. All right. At least got our engineers working. Days. Okay, so the iron has arrived. So we can produce more. We have how long to deliver these tanks? Our deadline is in 17 days. I've produced 3 more. So I can actually send these via truck also. Why doesn't it keep track of what I've already shipped? But I can send these via truck, less of a chance of damage. Cheaper. Still has some capacity there. So we'll do that. And that means I have 4 tanks left to build. I have up to 10 days to do it. I think I can do this, guys. If I've got enough resources, which I'm not sure I do. I do. Woot woot. I can do it. We've got the time. Maybe we should build an extra one, just in case something gets damaged. That pushes it to 10 days. What if we... I'm worried that like one will get lost in transit and we'll get fined. I can hire 20 more people. Does that make us build faster? So 90 is 10 days, or is 8 days. 110 is 7. So it buys us a day. Although we need to do. So I have what, 17 days left? I will do that. I will build 1 extra tank just in case something gets damaged. Okay. Medium whippet. All right, the research is done there. Do we have what it requires to design a medium whippet tank? So this is the upgraded medium whippet hull with all the bells and whistles. I don't have a power plant for that. It's not the four. Oh, I haven't researched the four. I haven't designed the 4-line engine yet. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything here. So power unit, twin 4-line. I'm assuming I have to at least research this, right? Bells and whistles for the win, boys. Okay. All right. Engineers are busy for 2 more days. New medium cavalry tank contract is available. Well, I gotta design it first, huh? Light naval gun is researched. All right. Okay. I mean, I probably need a lot more resources too if I'm going to build anything of substance. So while we're waiting on this, we already bought all the iron we can from Britain. I could buy a whole bunch of iron from Russia. $12 days. It's gonna be like all my money, but whatever. You ain't winning business if you ain't in debt, right? New Company B supply contract is available. Should be armed with guns. Okay. All right. 10 delivered. All 10 were successfully arrived. So we'll go back here, go to tank storage. We've got 5 in stock. 3 are on the way. We've got 9 days left. I think we've got to send. Well, I'm just worried because it doesn't let me send more than like I said, I don't have a choice. We got to send it via rail. What's this other contract that's out there? What do they want? So Company B, they want 10 tanks. What kind of tanks? They still want the Butcher 1A. Okay. What does it mean by total profit? Because that's not really all profit when you consider the expense. Unless this is over the production cost, but I don't think it is. We can wait on that. We've got a little bit of time on that. Logistics are on the way. I mean, do we keep building? Assuming we're going to go for the second contract? I can build 3 more. Light side feed machine guns are researched. The Butcher 3A, 3 have been successfully completed, with 3 being produced. All right. I mean, we need more resources to arrive. Let's go ahead and design medium whippet. The twin 4-cylinder engine, and we have no running gear for it. Damn. All right, what do I need? What do I need to research still, running gear wise? Mobility. Running gear. Probably the low track it, right? The whippet. 4 days. 3 butcher tanks have successfully reached the customer. Logistics department reports that we've completed 13 of 17. Okay. The historical broke. I'm not broke yet. We're going to get paid. Completed. Congratulations. Another important step to our success is taken. Contract Company A for Great Britain has finally been completed. Company A regiment is now equipped with your tank model. Make sure to follow this regiment in the upcoming battles to learn about your tank's performance. Delivery of model Butcher 1A Logistics Department reports that of the contracted 17 tanks, we've successfully delivered 17 units and failed to deliver 0. Financial Department has booked a total profit of $212,500 and reports a fine of 0 for 0 units we failed to deliver. Splendid job, chaps. 3.4 increase to our reputation. Hell yeah. And with that being said, we're about 45 minutes into this video, a little bit less, about 42. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed part number 3 of our look at Arms Trade Tycoon tanks, an upcoming tank business management game, which looks like a lot of fun, and I am having a lot of fun with. This was our first successful tank contract completed with a little bit, actually quite a bit of closely following when resources are coming in, when tanks are coming off the lines, etc. And we engaged with a lot of the different production mechanics in this game. So I think it was a pretty good look at building a tank line. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.